Greetings viewers, this is Monotone Maverick coming at you with another video. Today we'll be continuing the review for the HMM Zoids Gun Sniper W2. I do want to pause for a moment by apologizing for a late review. The pieces were done a little bit ago, but however, I'm taking in class now and it's taking a lot of my time, so I do apologize for the long wait. But enough of the explanation, let's get on with the review. Let's start with the body of the gun sniper, and I would like to start by saying the colors that they use this kit for really do match well. It's just like how the gun sniper looked in the Zoids Catalog Century when it was first introduced there, whereas in the Zoids New Century, there were two gun snipers that looked like this, and eventually Lena, who is one of the main characters, ended up having a gun sniper with a Weasel Unit Total Assault addition to her Zoid. But these were the, I guess, standard colors for the gun sniper. As you can see here is like navy blue with a kind of like a light blue, not like sky blue, but I would say like a kind of blue mixed with a tint of violet. And with that, you have these like silver pieces that I decided to actually do some outlining here, as you can tell. I did some black that way it can pop out a lot easier. I had some silver, but I wasn't too sure if it's going to look good. But black outlining always look best, in my personal opinion. Actually, I use this, a fine tip gunner marker. And I also use the thick tip. It's up to you which one you want to use. The thick tip is a lot easier. All you really gotta do is just place a tip on here, and it basically can like ease through the lining of wherever you want to place the marker at. So just wait a little bit. So it'll be a little bit easier to clean up, but I think the fine tip just works best just for those really small areas. So along with the body does actually move a little bit. There's a torso piece like so. So there's some articulation that can be done. And here are the points for the arms and legs. And I will do the articulation for those on the full review. The tail here actually has some good points of articulation. You have the base point here. And actually it can, oops. Okay, that piece fell off, but it does have like certain points of articulation like so. I'll just attach that later. And here though, which is the gun sniper's main artillery or main weapon, is actually this point here on top of the tail. In the show, this tail is actually used as a sniper rifle. So in the cockpit, it would just ease back, and once it rotates in a way, and it's kind of hard to explain without having the video, but it can actually lean back, rotate, and you inside a sniper position. And I'll show more how it's done for the full review, but that's the point for the sniper rifle. And on here you have the missile pods on the back, and they just open like so. I'm kind of glad that the missile pods are actually a little bit different color, but at the same time I kind of wish they were like a slight silver. I may consider painting that, but I'd much rather the individual pods be painted, not the piece that is molded onto the pods themselves. So you can see here, they're almost like the navy blue, similar to the body, but I actually wanted to paint the individual pods themselves. Aside from that, the thrusters here on the back can actually come out, but I gotta be very careful. If you were to have this kit, see, the thruster actually comes off, so that's why I don't really play around with that, but I just want to let you know that it does move out like that. And that's about it for the body. And next are the legs. The legs are just basically pretty simple. Has the Velociraptor foot, so to speak, that kind of claw talon-like on the one toe it is known for. And just a silver leg like so. And I do want to add that even though these orange polycaps, so to speak, even though in a way they don't match well, but because of the contrast and color and tint, it does match well. So it's kind of like it is and it isn't kind of thing. So I do like that. And with the silver like I did with the body, I used black Gundam marker to do some outlining. These were actually a lot easier to do. But and also if you were to open this part, you see there are more missile pods, and I tried to do some outlining here, but it just didn't turn out so good. Actually, if you let me see if I can get a close up, like so. So there was some outlining there, just kind of wish I didn't do that, but you live and you learn. And there is actually some articulation here, nice bend on the knee, and you can actually bend the waist, or really the thigh, I'm sorry, just a little bit, like so, and you can move back, but this is in the way. You can actually rotate the leg all the way like so. And the foot has a nice little swivel there. You can go side to side, forward and backward. You can then actually move the toes as well. They're all individual. You can move each one individually, like so. And there's a way how it was done in the show, how the toes are actually set up whenever it's in that snappy position, and I will show that during the full review. And that's the back leg. The arms are a little bit similar to the legs in terms of color. You have the silver all around, and you have the navy blue claws, just like how it was for the foot, for the legs. And the weapon here is just a slightly lighter color, like it was on the thrusters. There we go. Can't think of the word. The thrusters for the back piece on the body of the gun sniper. So I do like that. There's some more outlining here. And with this kit that I was kind of surprised about, but it actually comes with two separate, I would say, forearm guns, so to speak. This one's more of a Gatling piece, like so. So you just need to remove that. And this other piece that comes with a kit as well can go in, a little bit smaller. And looks like it's just a regular pistol, or maybe almost like a sawn-off shotgun. So you can mix and match if you want. I didn't like this one a bit better, just so, because it's just like how it was in the show. And just like how it is for that leg, if you open this up, you get some missile pods. I didn't do any outlining with this one, but just like how I set it for the thighs, I'm thinking about just painting each one of these individually. That way it just stands out. As for articulation, there's a nice 360 swivel there on the upper arm. The elbow joint like so, but you can't go any more because the gun is in the way. So if you would take that off, you get a little bit more, just a little bit more of a good 90-degree bent. The hands can move all around. You can actually open the claw a little bit, like so. And that's about it. That's the arm. Next up is the head. And the head, I actually did like building this personally, just because of how, not just simple, but the way how they did it. It kind of reminds me of the Zoids customized mobilized line. I don't know, for those of you who built that, is very simple, or just a wind-up mechanism, as I stated in previous videos. But the one thing I was not a fan of, I had a gun sniper and I ended up selling it. I had a gun sniper, but the one thing I did not like was the fact that the teeth was molded into the mouth. So it was just all one solid color, whereas here, the teeth are actually silver, kind of blend in, or just kind of molded into the inside of the mouth, like so. And they use different colors for the outside of the head. So I am thankful that the teeth and the mouth itself is different colors. And yeah, the visor, and this kit also comes with a clear visor like most Zoids Kotobukiya kits come with, an orange and clear one. So if you just, let me see if I can open this. There you go. Like so, and you see that pilot. This piece does not move at all. And if you were to have the original, I guess, Gun Sniper when it first came out, the anime version, you actually have the lean palette instead of this generic one. So I did some outlining too for the ears. And this piece, I'm kind of like not really hesitant, but kind of like question. This piece is actually just a long threaded piece like so. They just ask you to cut it. But it does have like nice, like in a way almost shows those like wires or pivot or even like hydraulic pistons, like as an illusion, so to speak. So it's kind of interesting. I just kind of wish, now this is just me being nitpicky, but kind of wish they just had, there's no need to waste more plastic, just make a shorter piece for this instead of cutting it. But that's just me. And there's some next movements here. As I showed you earlier, the mouth does move. And once I put everything together, I will show you the other articulation piece on this neck joint. And that's about it for the head. And last but not least is the weasel unit, or at the very least a weapon attachment for this version of Gun Sniper. And I did make a mistake earlier. I thought this was a complete copy of the weasel unit or the leaner version, as I stated in the previous video. But unfortunately, I was wrong. Apparently, that version actually had 2 extra Gatling guns that would go on the top of these sections here, and it came with 4 missile pods. So it wasn't. So this is not an identical copy of it. My apologies for that mistake. But aside from that, I did like putting this together. It did take some time just because it was just repetitiveness. I was building the same piece over and over again. These guns here were all the same, and of course these 2 Gatling guns are exactly the same. So it's just an attachment piece here, and I'll show how it attached properly during the full review. There's not much articulation here, just because it's just an attachment piece. So this just moves like so. Not really understanding why though. And there's some swivels for these guns on the bottom for 360 degrees. And I think these can move. Actually, no, they cannot. Yeah, these can, like so. And that's about it for the articulation. I do want to add one more thing, that this kit actually comes with some extra pieces, but they're just in different color. For example, for the arms, I can actually switch out the claws. As you can see here, they're navy blue, but they actually give you an extra set of claws, whereas these are silver. So if you really want, you can actually switch these out. That's an option you can do. And as for the legs, they actually come with some solid like navy blue pieces for the thigh, like so. Or if you want, you can actually use these silver pieces that also comes with the kit for the feet. So you do have some options if you choose to do it that way. And there you have all the individual parts. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to assembling this all together. I just want to point out that I do enjoy the colors that they have for all these pieces individually. Silver, the blue, even the gunmetal for the weapon attachment. So I'm definitely looking forward for all this. Again, I want to apologize for the late review for this kit. I know it's been over a week. Like I said, this class I'm taking, just taking a lot of my time at the moment. So please be patient about that. But I can assure you that I will be posting more kits along the way, more videos, so that way I can make up for the time loss. Especially now I know exactly how much time I need for my course. But that aside, I just want to thank you for watching. And if you haven't done so, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. There are definitely more videos to come. If there's anything that you think I may need to change for this channel, or just anything in terms of reviewing, please feel free to share your opinion. I'm more be happy to listen, to look at those comments. Anything that can help this channel out. So please, I'll let your voice be heard. So until then, again, one more time, thank you for watching. And until then, keep on building.